like it had been bought and then left in a cupboard on the floor.
PAQ presents PAQ to the future.
This is mad, fam. It's like I first put it on, I felt like Borat when he wore that mankini.
I have one of those mankinis.
So you already know what it is. PAQ dropping every Thursday. Tell your mum, tell your mum's friends, cat, tell everybody. So you guys need to subscribe. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna give you guys a moment to do that.
If you don't know what PAQ is, we are a fashion show based on YouTube, as you already know, because you're watching on YouTube, you get me. Yeah, we do fashion challenges, we cuss each other out, we just have fun in it.
So our good friends at Puma actually hit us up with some exciting news. They are reinventing an old shoe from the 80s. So the whole concept behind the shoe was to actually take cues from the past and make something amazing for the future. And that shoe is called the Puma RS Zeros.
So the RS stands for running system, and basically it had an innovative cushioning sole that was ahead of its time. They're bringing the old thing back, they're elevating it to the future, and they're creating the RS Zeros.
I think they have nailed like the old school looks.
The reconstruction is actually amazing. Can't breathe, feel like I'm gonna die.
There's too many motions, like you're using.
On the insole, you got like the proper cushioning system. Feel that?
Wow.
You've got like the rubber, you've got mesh.
And then to add the turquoise as well, quite like a cool mint.
I love the smell of like a fresh trainer.
Oh, it's the closed eyes, it makes it creepy.
It's not hit my face with the shoe.
So for this challenge, we're gonna be styling an outfit around the RS Zeros.
But there is a catch. We have to make an outfit that has the same concept as the shoe.
Taking cues from the past, elevating it to the future.
So we're gonna be taking old garments and reinventing them into new things.
You can take a pair of boxes, make it into a nice hat.
You have a 5-bit, but it doesn't work with a crepe. That means you're not taking a win.
I'm not gonna lie, I think that's a sick concept.
So we're heading to Berlin, which is the thrifting capital of Europe. They have crazy thrift stores, and we're gonna be heading to Herzo, where the Puma HQ is, linking up with Heiko, who's the creative director of the shoe, talking to him about it, the story behind it, getting as much inspiration. Yeah, man.
So we've got a flight to catch, off to Berlin. See you all later.
We are out here, Germany, Berlin.
I don't think anyone in Berlin's seen people film before. With thrifting challenges, there's always an unknown variable. You don't know what's in the store.
I'm gonna just go in, go crazy, make sure I can get as much fire garms as possibly need.
Anything goes. We're literally out here trying to use every ounce of creativity.
Pick and wait, supermarket sweep, upcycle challenge, 1 hour. Let's go, guys.
I'm feeling confident, but I'm just feeling mad creative right now. I wanted to kind of go for like shirts, flannels. I'm gonna cut off a piece of this and incorporate it. But I had to stick with the color scheme to complement the trainers. It's not really going, is it?
So my main piece is a bucket hat. Maybe I want to make the hat out of a denim material. I literally have to care about color, pattern, material. I love that. I love that very much.
So I kind of wanted to kind of have like one aesthetic and one look. This is what I was originally after. I want to make one leg of the trousers like part bomber jacket.
So I'm feeling like maybe like a military bomber, something like that. Just turn it into like a barrel bag, like a messenger bag. Right, go for something I originally came for, and then if I can't find that, that's when I start to wing it.
My usual strategy is just grab whatever I see. I see glitter.
Danny just dropped a whole load of like army coats. And I think he even tried to blame me for it.
Did you fucking tell? Was that Joe?
Shaq was, yo, I don't really do creative challenges for the challenges, I do it for me, you know. All of that waffle.
When it comes to creative stuff, I create for myself, fam. Why get everything outside the box so you can get everything inside the box?
I mean, Dexter just seemed like he went for black.
Might just have to get the black silk thing. I can mix up denim with black.
Really need to find denim. I feel more comfortable when I find some denim. I need to find denim. Denim jacket.
Can I take a picture?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Danny's a pimp. I know you. I've seen you do art before.
Now that you mention it, you look kind of familiar yourself, bro. Garbage guy, right?
Perfect. I was looking for dungarees, so I want to attach them to my hat.
With the jeans, I want to add like some rips.
It's like a free haven. It's like you're in a material shop. That's mad. That's like fake, man.
It's like, just to add that little OG flex.
This is a definite.
Quite like that. Pretty cool. Use that as like a strap or something like that.
Need to get a better cameraman, mate.
Oh, 15 minutes.
You done as well?
Yeah,
Like,
I've finished ages ago, yeah.
If I just pick up stuff that I like, I'll make something.
You can only take L's if you allow yourself to take L's.
There's so much to look at, I'm just getting a little lost.
I'm looking for some suspenders, but there's no wavy ones here, man.
I'm not stressed in it.
Oh, that's
We're
cool.
on a 50.
Gotta know what you're buying. Don't do a Shaq and Elias.
This is too hard.
There's just too much to pick from, bro.
4.142.
3.526.
7.8.
7-7. So just finished thrifting at Pick and Weigh. Gonna be on a little road trip on the way to Herso. That is where the Puma HQ is, where the magic happens.
So me, Dex, and Ellis are going to be the ones going. Danny can't come because unfortunately, man doesn't really do well with long car journeys.
We're gonna be meeting with the designer of the shoe.
But we're going to go there, do our research, come back, tell him exactly what we found out.
So they could enjoy it, or it could just be an absolute mess.
Yeah, and then I was talking to him and he was like, I'm not even subscribed. Trust me, I was like, what do you mean you're not even subscribed? Wait, one sec. Yo guys, I wanna say a big love to Puma for making this episode possible. Without them, we wouldn't be able to create fire content. This is the RS0. If you wanna cop yourself a pair of this mad thing, link in the description, go cop. This is what's making this episode possible. Let's get back to the episode. Yeah, nah, trust me, I'm watching right now and I feel like Dex is gonna flop, man. I don't even know what he's acting up with that design.
Puma HQ and that. Mad.
Very happy to have you here.
Thank you for having us, first of all. I think it's so sick to kind of go to a place where the ideas are formed and created.
So what exactly will you be doing?
We've all had to thrift some kind of like old school materials or clothing, and we're going to like reinvent them and revamp them and bring them to the future. So we wanted to kind of come speak to you, get some more history behind the shoe.
It's not a styling thing. It is really like chopping things off, taking details, playing with it, reassembling. I mean, looking at you guys, you already embody that culture of like taking cues from the past. I mean, all of you have like a bit of a retro, but then there's that one detail which is very different.
So there was an original RS shoe back in the day. What inspired you to want to like make it more like modern now?
For me, the very interesting part of it was that wasn't considered as a shoe you wear just during the day. It was a performance shoe. It was only after when those kind of shoes transitioned to the street, actually. The storytelling and the beauty of the archive, we wanted to reassemble and reinvent, but build a complete new shoe.
Is there any kind of like takeaway, advice, wisdom on this challenge?
See, this is his way of sweet talking, trying to get some processed information.
Just like go crazy and take reinvention as the approach. And I am super excited to see what you guys did.
Finished talking to Heiko, who is the creative director of the RS0. How do you guys find talking to him?
I took away a lot, bruv.
Hey, really nice guy as well, man. You know what I'm saying?
no,
Like,
for real.
As much as it's crazy out here in Puma, we've got to go pick up Danny, you know, explain to him everything we found out, all that information. Not too much though, innit? Let's get a one up on him,
Bit
low key,
tactical,
innit?
yeah.
You guys ready to get started?
Yeah, no, 100%. Let's hit the
Already.
road.
Yeah. All right.
Yo guys, sorry to interrupt the episode, but there is some huge announcement that we need to remind you about.
So if you guys follow us on Instagram, you'll have seen by now we put teasers out for the BDYs, the Best Dressed YouTube Awards, in partnership with High Stability.
I just expect great content.
Make sure you subscribe. Make sure your notifications are on. If not, you're a flop. Don't be a flop. Full announcement video out this Sunday so you can see who's involved.
Alright, back to the episode.
Yo, I'm not doing that. Not doing that. So, I'm Scott Croft. I'm a personal stylist and a presenter on Bad Canteen. Today, the PAQ boys have brought me down to judge their Puma challenge. I have really high hopes, but at the same time, like, there's got to be someone that flops.
Welcome to the studio, Scott.
What have you guys been up to this week?
So we've got a brief from Puma, so we had to upcycle some clothes. So we went thrifting in Berlin, had to get a whole load of materials. The biggest thing was the color, because obviously the dominant color on the shoe, the thing that stands out is turquoise. It was interesting, it makes you think.
If you're being pushed to be creative, I think like that's when you will make things that you didn't even know you could think of. This is just an old denim jacket that I had, and I got really bored of it, and I was going to sell it, but I thought, you know what, I've got a cheese grater. Just attacked it with a cheese grater.
How many judges have we got here that literally took part in the challenge without actually taking part in the challenge?
Anyway, I'm excited. I've been waiting for this for like a year and a half. So Dex, mate, you first, yeah?
So I've seen what Dexter's using.
Okay.
And it's surprising, not all black.
I love flannel shirts. I feel like they're so OG. I drew up a design and I gave it to my boy Aaron. I got this checkered shirt, managed to add these two together because I thought the colour scheme would be sick.
The way it was just like laid out was incredible. I love the fit of the shirt.
I had to keep it OG to myself.
It looked like it had been bought and then left in a cupboard on the floor.
So I have my young black side. This here is silk.
Damn, the boy could have ironed it.
Material. I knew you guys were going to say that. So with the jeans, down the sides you can see like denim. I've added denim elements.
I think it complements the trainer.
And I like how you mix not only flannel shirts, but formal shirt as well.
Thank you, Dex. You up next, Elias? So what do you guys think that Elias is going to bring out?
If an alien came down to Earth, they'd think, oh, this is a sick material. Like, they wouldn't really care about like this, that, and the other. It's basically just like picking whatever's cool and just like throwing it on, being like, yeah, this is sick.
This is my concept. When we're moving into the future, there's a whole thing about phones, technology, radiation. The reason why I've got a skull is because of that whole like radiation, like killing.
Like the way you started with the sunglasses, it reminded me of that guy called Arnold in Spy Kids 3D.
My Oakley glasses kind of protecting me from like the radiation. This is actually made by a guy called Puma Pouch, and he does like custom pouches. My final piece, which is my dungaree bucket hat. The inside of it is the mesh from the jumpsuit.
But when he went into the detail and said that it was made out of a bomber jacket and tracksuit and shorts, it was just like, whoa.
This is from suspenders, that's from dungarees, and that's from the denim jacket. My boy Junior, who actually worked on the t-shirt with me, any pieces of paper with designs or drawings, he just, Junior, I love you. You guys need to check him out. His at is gonna be here, right here.
Let me know when you're selling them. Discount code, please. I love this as a whole look. I think one thing I would say is I'd maybe have that contrasting bag, a different colour.
Your legs look so skinny at the top.
Wait, what's wrong with skinny legs, man?
My
Come on, man.
Alright, Danny, mate, let's see what you got. He likes to look smart, he likes to look elegant, and I think upcycling is something that's very hard to do that with.
Ribbit.
I love bomber jackets. I thought I'd love to make a bag out of bomber jackets.
Danny's look was kind of just Danny's bag.
Hidden pockets, It's even got a zip pocket.
It looks very cozy. Like, I feel like if I was on the way to work, I could definitely sleep on this.
I want that bag, and it was comfy as well.
Jesus Christ.
You touching it up?
Nah, bruv, this feels wavy.
The shoe is turquoise. I was expecting colours that kind of work around that.
We ran out of time to like get paint and that, so I was gonna get the turquoise of the thing, but I quite like it with just the red.
You're up next, Shaq. Feeling the pressure? Yeah. Like, low-key, I'm feeling the pressure.
He's making his own beret, and it's gonna have like paintbrush compartments.
You were looking at the world's first bomber suit. It's made out of bomber jackets and a coat, but it's also dungarees. Literally just one giant suit. It's all together. It's all functional as well.
Really want to see a custom beret. He walked out, I looked at his head, I was like, damn, there's not a beret. But then I looked down, and I was like, all right, I'll allow you in it.
I always felt like bomber jackets would look sick as trouser legs for some reason. There was like this woman's trench coat, and it was turquoise, and I thought it went well with the turquoise on the shoe. Let me give a shout out to my best friend, Tumi Solar. Ladega, fam. She helped bring my ideas to life. And it's kind of military based at the same time. And obviously military based is like extra pocket. All the zips work.
So you're essentially Danny's bag, but as a real person.
Yeah.
As a real person, yeah.
It really fits the look of the shoes.
One of those things where you could look at it, and every time you look at it, you'll find something new about it.
When I created this hat, I wanted to know what it looked like with dungarees, so I wanted to put this on.
There's a high chance it won't fit. I just don't want to look like an idiot. I can't.
I'd happily take the L for this one, and if Scotty doesn't choose you, we'll take him on the back and me and you'll jump in.
Elias, man, this hat is out of this world. Dex, like, I love that you've gone out of your comfort zone, but yet it still fits you. Danny, mate, that bag is genius. I can't wait to see it on your Depop. Shaq, mate, it's amazing. It fits the trainers. It fits the whole look. It's hard, like, you're all winners for different reasons. You know what I mean? Like, Elias, that hat. Dex, that whole look, that bag, but Shaq, you've won.
Oh,
You've won. Like, on a whole, like, the boys absolutely knocked it out of the park. There was nothing simple about any of the stuff any of them made. You deserve this one, man.
Oh, thank you, brother.
No worries. I didn't want you to win, though.
I'm gonna sit him on my lap like he's an actual child, bit of a flimsy youth. You know what I'm saying? Takes after his Uncle Elias.
No giveaways for this. He deserves to keep that. All right, and this he.
First, I want to say big love to Scott for coming down and judging.
Hats off to the boys. You did crazy.
Make sure you guys check out the shoes. The link is in the description. Go cop that, go be fly. Maybe even upcycle your own outfit around the shoe.
And comment for a chance to win a pair of the shoes. Thank you very much to Puma for making this episode possible.
Like, comment, and subscribe. And get ready for the BDYs. If you are not subscribed, you might miss out.
It's the biggest event that you never knew that you needed until now.
Time to wrap up. I'm your winner, Don Dada Shaka.
Peace, bro. Puma and PAQ, we out.